हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। आदिशक्ति ना दुर्गा देवी माता की जय। ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। श्री गुरुचरण कमलभ्यो नमः। ओम नमः शिवाय। विनायकं गुरुं भानुं ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश्वरः सरस्वतीं प्रणम्यादो सर्वकार्यार्थ सिद्धये। ओम जातवेदसे सुनवामसो ममराति यतो निदहाति वेदः। सनः पर्षाति दुर्गाणि विश्वनावे च सिन्धु दुरिताद्यग्निः। तामग्निवर्णा तपसा ज्वलन्ति वैरोचनी कर्मफलेषु जुष्टाम्। दुर्गां देवीं शरणम् अहं प्रपद्ये सुरतसीतरसे नमः। अग्ने त्वां पार्ह्यानव्यो अस्मान् स्वस्तिर्भीरति दुर्गाणि विश्वा। पृष्ठ पृथिवी बहुला न उर्वी भवा तोकाय तनह्याय शम्यो। विश्वानि नो दुर्गाः जातवेद सिन्धुन्न नावाधुरिता परशी। अग्ने अत्रिवन्मन्नस गृह्णोस्माकं विद्याविता तनुना। ओम कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारी धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गा प्रचोदयात्। ओम दुम दुर्गाय नमः। श्री ना दुर्गा देवी माता की जय। ऐ गिरि नंदिनी नंदित मोदिनी विश्व विनोदिनी नंदनुते। गिरिवर विंध्य शिरोदिनी वासिनी विष्णु विलासिनी जिष्णुनुते। भगवती हेशिति कुंदु कुतुम्बुरि भूरु कुतुम्बुरि कृते। जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते। रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते। रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते। सुरवर 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 वर्षिणी धुरधर दर्शिनी धुरमुख मर्षिणी हर्षरते। त्रिभुवन पोषिणी शंकर तोषिणी कल्पित मोषिणी घोषरते। धनुज विरोचिनी दिति सुत रोषिणी दुर्मद शोषिणी सिंधु सुते। जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनी रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते। जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते। रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते। रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते। जगदम्ब मदम्ब कदम्ब वन प्रिय वासिनी हासरते। शिखर शिरोमिनी तुंग हिमालयन श्रृंग निजाल मध्यगते। मधु मधुरे मधु कैतव भंजिनी रासरते। जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते। जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि
कपर्दिनि शैलसुते
रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
ऐषत खंड विखंडित रुंद विखंडित शुंद गजाधिपुते रिपु गज दंड विरासन चंद पराक्रम शौंड मृगाधिपते निज भुज दंड निपातित चंद विपातित मुंद पतक गतते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि
रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
ऐरण दुर्मद शत्रु विदोदित दुर्धर निर्जर शक्ति वृते चतुर विचाधुर्णी महाशिव दोत कृता ब्रह्माधिपते दुरित दुराशय दुर्मति दानव दूत कृतांतम आत्मते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि
रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
निजनिकृत मात्र मिराकृत धूम्र विलोचन धूम्रशते समर विशोषित शोणित बीज समुद्र वशोणित बीजलते शिव शिव शंभो निशुंभ महाव कर्पित भूत पिशाचरते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते दुनुरुन संग रणकन संग परिस्थित संग कटक कटते कनक पिसंग पृष्ठ निसंग रसत बत संग हता बतुते कृत चतुरंग बल चितरंग गतत बतुरंग रतत बतुते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
शरणागत वैरवधूवर वीर बलाभय दायि करे त्रिभुवन मस्तक शूल विरोधि विशोधि कृतामल शूर करे धुमि धुमि तामर धुंद बिना मोह मुक्रीकृत धन्नि करे जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
सुरललना कथेयि कृताभिनयोदर नित्यरते कृतकुकुता कुकुटो गजदादिकताल कुतूहल गात्रते धुन धुन कुंदन धुन धुनि धीमज ध्वनि धीनरते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
जय 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 जप्य जय जय शब्द परस्तुत तर पर विश्वनुते क्षण क्षण शिंग्रिमि शिंकृत नूपुर संजित मोहित भूत पते नति तिथे नारदर नति नायक नाटक ना सुगानरते जय जय हे महिषासुर मर्दिनी रम्यक पर्दिनी शैलसुते
जय जय हे महिषासुर मर्दिनी रम्यक पर्दिनी शैलसुते
ओ रम्यक पर्दिनी शैलसुते रम्यक पर्दिनी
शैलसुते
ओ रम्यक पर्दिनी शैलसुते
रम्यक पर्दिनी शैलसुते
रम्यक पर्दिनी शैलसुते रम्यक पर्दिनी शैलसुते रम्यक पर्दिनी कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारी धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गे प्रचोदयात्। बोलो श्री नव दुर्गा देवी माता की। I feel like I have nobody here. I really feel so. I don't feel you have any kind of power and strength and belief in the mother at all. Or we use out all for the Ganesh. And we have no more? Not come up. What are the size of that Murti there? And that is the only kind of joy we could give. Kanya Kumari, beautiful children. I see they make a sign for them to say. Let me see if they go say just now. Chabalo Sri Na Durga Devi Mata Ki. Oh, that's more like it. I'm now going to tell them, boys, like, pack up and go home and then have nobody. When we start with that kind of energy and devotion, and you still feeling cold, something wrong. Not with we, eh? She's Adi Shakti, she's Mahamaya. She is the one that governs this cosmos, this universe. She is the energy that flows, that is responsible for all activities in this Maya, in this Bhuloka, in this world, my dear friends, in this time that we live in. There are, of course, 4 Navratris, 2 that is well known to us, that comes in the month of Chaitra and Ashwin, April, May, and September, October, around there. And then there are 2 that is lesser known, that's designed for different types of puja and worship. But it comes to us when the time changes and the season changes. When we begin the season of fall. And it's a very, very difficult and harsh time, and as we can see what's happening in the world, so much difficulties and problems, and now is the time when we need to pray and to worship and to honor that mother. And of course, today we've been blessed with the opportunity to perform the Kumari Puja. We'll see a little bit about that as we do Pravachan. But as we begin this worship unto the Divine Mother, my dear friends, we chant the name of that Divine, we sing the praises of the Divine Mother, and we ask her blessings. जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा, जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा, जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा, जय जगदम्बे
जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा,
जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा, जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा,
जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा,
जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा, जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा,
जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा, जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा,
जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा, जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा,
जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा, जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा।
नारायणी ओम नारायणी ओम
नारायणी ओम नारायणी ओम
नारायणी ओम नारायणी ओम
नारायणी ओम नारायणी ओम।
जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा, जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा,
जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा, जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा,
जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा, जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा,
जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा, जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा।
जयंती मंगला जयंती मंगला भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा दात्री स्वाहा स्वधा नमोस्तुते माँ दुर्गा, हे माँ दुर्गा,
हे माँ दुर्गा, हे माँ दुर्गा,
हे माँ दुर्गा, हे माँ दुर्गा,
हे माँ दुर्गा, हे माँ दुर्गा।
जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा, जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा,
जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा, जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा।
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु दुर्गे रूपेण संस्थिता, नमस्तस्य 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 नमो नमः, हे माँ दुर्गा, हे माँ दुर्गा,
हे माँ दुर्गा, हे माँ दुर्गा,
ओ हे माँ दुर्गा, हे माँ दुर्गा,
हे माँ दुर्गा, हे माँ दुर्गा।
जय जगदम्बे
जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा, जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा।
दुर्गे
दुर्गे जय जय माँ
दुर्गे माँ दुर्गे दुर्गे जय जय माँ
दुर्गे दुर्गे अम्बे दुर्गे जय जय माँ
अम्बा भवानी शारदे जगदम्बा भवानी शारदे
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 अम्बा भवानी शारदे जगदम्बा भवानी शारदे
अम्बा भवानी शारदे जगदम्बा भवानी शारदे
अम्बा भवानी शारदे जगदम्बा भवानी शारदे
शारदे शारदे देवी माता 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 शारदे
शारदे देवी माता शारदे
शारदे शारदे देवी माता शारदे
शारदे देवी माता शारदे
शारदे शारदे देवी माता शारदे
देवी माता शारदे
भवानी शारदे जगदम्बा भवानी शारदे
अम्बा भवानी शारदे जगदम्बा भवानी शारदे
अम्बा भवानी शारदे जगदम्बा भवानी शारदे
अम्बा भवानी शारदे ओ जगदम्बा भवानी शारदे
ओ जगदम्बा भवानी शारदे
जगदम्बा भवानी शारदे
ओ जगदम्बा भवानी शारदे
जगदम्बा भवानी शारदे
जगदम्बा भवानी शारदे
जगदम्बा भवानी शारदे ओ जगदम्बा भवानी शारदे
जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा देवी जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी
जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा देवी जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी
जगदम्बा देवी ओ जगदम्बा जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा
जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा देवी जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी
बोलो जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी
जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी
ओ जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी
जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी
जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा जय जगदम्बे माँ दुर्गा बोलो श्री नौ दुर्गा देवी माता की okay we only have one night so we have to make up for all remember us when we leave here. You must regret it's only one night. If you regret already. But it is just a very, very small sample of the power of that Divine Mother. And the energy that emanates from the vibration that is created by these beautiful, young, talented individuals that you're seeing here. They can't only just play music, they can play multitudes of different instruments, and they can also vocalize and sing and create that energy. And why? Because Divine Mother is energy only. And if we reciprocate by returning that energy unto her, then she's going to bless us with that energy. But I must tell you something because, look. So, from Devi Bhagavad Mahapuran, Katha is telling, इतनी कथा सुनने के बाद तो जन्मेजय बोले, गुरुदेव, अब आप मुझे नवरात्रि में देवी पूजन का विधान और उनका फल बताने की कृपा करें. Janmijay, who is the son of Raja Parikshit, who Raja Parikshit has already died, and as a result of an interaction with Kali Yuga Raja, his mind became corrupted and he performed a karma that allowed him to have 7 days left in this world. And in that 7 days, by the power of just listening to prayer, listening to Bhagavad Mahapuran, he was able to attain moksha. However, while the power of Bhagavad Mahapuran has the ability to grant you moksha, liberation, death by snake bite sends you to hell automatically. It's not a good thing to die by snake bite. Baba will tell you that. If my papi take you and you don't come out, that's not a good thing at all. Certain types of death is not a good way to go. As a matter of fact, according to Garud Puran, if you know you're going to die and you have that ability and that power, you should try not to die on your bed. If you can help it, you smear a little gobar on the ground, put a little till and kush grass something, and you lie down on the ground on that and you die there if you can. It does, of course, if you have that mental capacity to have that cognizance to know that that time is coming. A lot of people don't know, so we die in all different kind of manners. So they are prescribed the way to leave this world if you have that ability. So Raja Parikshit died by snake bite. So he's going to Narak. And going to Narak now, what happens? His father left this very young boy, tender age, whose mind is not yet fully developed, but he has the responsibility of managing a kingdom. That's not an easy thing to do. Such responsibility for a tender, underdeveloped mind. So, first thing he does when he becomes king is he initiates what's known as a Sarpa Yagya. In the Sarpa Yagya, huge Havan Kund is created, and the Brahmins and Rishis and Munis, as he's called, they're reciting mantras and they're offering samagri into the fire, and the power of that that chanting of that mantra captivates the mind of all of the snake that they don't have a choice. That they will come. You know when they start to play the flute? I have a name for that flute. Bane. When they start to play that bane, no matter what kind of form them snake had, they have to take the original form and come out. You ever see the movie Nagin? When they call the pujari and he come and he start to play that flute, they go crazy. They had to take the original form and come out. All them snake had to come and they fall in the fire, and one by one snake dying. Takshak, king of all snakes, recognized what's happening and he goes to Indralok to seek help. And he's hiding under the Singhasana of Indradeva, who's giving him protection. But the power of the mantra is so powerful that once chanted, the Singhasana of Indra starts to descend to come go in Havan. Indra said, boss, listen, I want to help you, but in helping you, I and all going up in the Havan, so better you go by yourself. I can't give you no refuge again. But in that action, negative karma is being performed. And in that negative action, Bhagavan Vishnu, whose incarnation is that of Vyasa, recognizes that he must intervene because this child is going to create sort of problem for himself and he's not going to be able to help his father. So that he goes to him and he says, Rajan, let me tell you something. All of this innocent life that you're taking, it's not going to help you and it's not going to help your father. Therefore, you must stop. So the question comes, well, if this is not, because he's taking revenge, but in taking revenge, innocent lives are also being lost. Check how many thousands of snakes have already died in this one and Takshak still ain't reached yet. When they go to fight, what, the generals go first? Or the send only foot soldiers? When everybody dead out, then Ravan come out. That's just strategy of how war goes, right? Like that. So he's asking, so then what can I do? So he said, listen, if you want to save your father, you must listen to now Devi Bhagavad Mahapuran. And Vyasji begins to narrate for him. And having read so much of Katha, he reaches to this point here now where Janmijay is telling Gurudev, Vyasmuni, please tell me, Navratri Devi Pujan kahan hai? What is this puja that is performed in the period of Navratri for the Divine Mother, the Devi? And Vidan se, or unka phal, what is the fruit and the benefit of doing this, maintaining this vrat for this 9 days of this Navratri and performing this puja? Please tell me. Now, I just give only a whole book of Katha there. A whole 1,000 page I give you in 2 minutes, right? To bring you up to speed to where we are, because I only have 1 hour, so I have to give you everything in that 1 hour. And if you want to hear more, of course, Friday, if you come down by Sadhu Mandir, whatever we miss out here, you will get down there. I see Ganesh is somewhere in the back, as usual, hiding. So he's making preparation for us to visit there, and we'll continue next half of the Katha there. So, upon that request, the Vyasji bole, Rajan, Devi Pujan ke liye चैत्र और अश्विन का पवित्र मास उत्तम होता है. Very, very pure, divine, auspicious, very, very efficacious months of Chaitra and Ashwin Chaitra. Of course, you know the first Navratri in April time, and then this one that we are happening now. There's a 2 period of time. Uttam hota hai. Very, very, very great indeed. But I told you there are 4, right? 2 that a lot of people don't know about. Baba, 2 personal president, 2 when you want to develop Ashta Siddhi, all the different kind of Siddhis and things. That's a hidden gupt that not very much people knows about. तो इसके लिए अमावस्या ही उत्तम सामग्री एकत्र कर लेने चाहिए. On the Amavasya or the full moon day, of course when you wake up, that would have been Saturday, you prepare yourself and you collect all of your samagri. All of the items that are necessary for the performance of this vrat, you collect all of those things. तो उस दिन श्रद्धालु भक्त के चाहिए कि वह 16 हाथ लंबा चौड़ा मंडप बनाकर उस गोबर से लिपे. What do you do in the preparation of that first day? You, a Shraddhalu Bhakt. What kind of Bhakt is that? See, it doesn't just say a Bhakt or devotee, you know. It gives a little adjective to this devotee. What kind of devotee should be performing this thing? Shraddhalu Bhakta, one who is truly devoted to the feet of that Divine Mother, would prepare himself और 16 लंबा चौड़ा मंडप बनाकर. How much is 16 हाथ? How much hand is that? 16 hand, right? Lamba. Meaning 16 times the length of your hand in length. You will make this, but it's going to be a square, right? Chaura mandap. You make this mandap. So you see, you don't feel any kind of bedi you could use, and any kind of, it has specifications in the scripture for different kind of puja and what you have to do and how you have to prepare yourself. Each different occasion for each particular deity has its own rites and rituals that goes with it. And if you don't maintain it according to what is said, then instead of getting the benefits of it, what's going to happen? You will get the not so good benefits of it, right? I don't want to tell you that because today is a happy occasion. When you start to see problem, you will check, we will tell you why. So, उस मंडप के बीचों बीच यज्ञ के देवी बनाए. In that mandap, we will perform the yajna of the Divine Mother. तो इनके बाद पूजन के लिए आश्चर्यवान सुशीचित और देवी भक्त ब्राह्मण के आमंत्रित करना चाहिए. So, what do? आचार्यवान सुशीचित और देवी भक्त ब्राह्मण. So you can't get an ordinary Brahman. You have to get a Devi Bhakt Brahman. Brahman who is devoted to Devi. It's of course in the time when in India, you don't have what we do in Trinidad. You have people who follow one particular deity. And you have lineage called Kul deity. And that's all they follow. So some mandirs are dedicated to Devi only, some are dedicated to Graha only, some you have on Brahma Mandir, you have Ram Mandir, you have Krishna Bhagavan Mandir, you have, and that's all they do. They don't do anything else. So if you are Devi Bhakt, you get a Brahman from that particular Sampradayan to do a puja for you, like that. So you get this, but in Trinidad, now see, jack of all trades, master of none. You have, when you go to the doctor, you have to go by the GP first, and then they'll refer you to the specialist, right? So in Trinidad, we have a lot of GP pundits, the general practitioners of everything. We don't have too much of specialists here because our circumstances did not allow for specialization. And in order to maintain the culture that we have 175 plus years, you have to do everything for everybody. So everybody's coming to you. If we didn't do that, then we would have nothing to follow. Where would we be all now if we didn't maintain everything? So it's a blessing that we are doing and maintaining all of these things. This Brahman begins this puja. Pratipada ke din prata kal jakar nadi ya talab mein snan kare. So what do? Prata kal is what time? Prata kal is, if you know, Matang Rishi, you know Prata kal. And you have Per Prata kal, he wake up before the time. Very early in the morning, before sunrise, Brahm Muhurt, he wake up like 3 o'clock in the morning. Nadi ya talab mein snan kare. So, you have to go to the river, pond, river, lake, wherever you have, and take a bath. No kamalita again, eh? You can't go back. So you go and you take a bath. In them days, it didn't have indoor plumbing like what we have now. So if you have indoor plumbing, of course, they didn't say garam pani hai. Tanda pani. You take a bath in cold water. You have to wake up the senses. If you take a bath in hot water, you'll sleep away when time to do this puja. To awaken the senses, cold water is necessary. If you take a bath, फिर शुद्ध वस्त्र धारण कर निमंत्रित ब्राह्मण का अलंकार और वस्त्रों से अर्चन करे. Right. So what do? And after doing that and preparing yourself on all of these things, clean new clothes you put on. Nimantrit Brahman ka alankar or vastru or barkare. You're supposed to have, so sometimes we still maintain that, right? When the Vyas comes with the book, what are you supposed to do? No, you haven't watched the foot yet. You haven't reached inside yet. You had a toti book on your head and you have to have music with it. Alankar or vastro se archan. You have all music and tasa, and you bring the book, walk around, and you put the book here. Vastra alankar, you put shawl and thing, you just have to put for them and give them a kind of high grade treatment. Yeah. It tells what is prescribed like that. And when you do like that now, तदपश्चात स्वस्ति वाचन करने हुए 4 हाथ पूजन करे, जगदम्बा की प्रतिमा स्थापित करे. 4 हाथ. Okay, so you can have one, just like how we collected the dirt and we made the murti for Ganesha, you make murti of Devi, 4 hands or 8 hands, whichever one you desire. Or swasti vachan, you perform puja and you sthapan murti. Then Peet Puja, which is exactly what the same thing we did for Ganesh Yagya on the first day. Sthapna chahiye, फिर नवरात्रि व्रत का संकल्प करे और माता से सहायता की याचना करे. What does that mean? See, you have to understand. When you take this sankalp, it is not so easy to do. So, on whose strength are you taking this sankalp? Can we really perform this puja on our own? That's the question. Can you fast on your own? Do we have that requisite ability and strength to be able to maintain this vrat without the blessings of the Divine Mother? Can we do that? I don't know. So when we take that Ma, I am about to begin this fast of yours, this worship, this puja. Please give me the strength to be able to maintain this vrat, because it's not so easy to do. I can't do this on my own, and I'm going to stumble and I'm going to fall. But in order to maintain this vrat, you please bless me so that I'll be able to be successful in this fast. That is fundamentally different from, I going on fast, man, I go make it. You fail the very first day. Isn't it? That you can't fast with ego. You can't do vrat with ego. You have to have humility. Because humility coupled with simplicity is the essence of divinity. No humility, no divinity, no simplicity. You must have that requisite qualities. You have to have that. Otherwise, we'll not be able to maintain that. So when you take that sankalp, Mayu, please bless me, protect me. Give me that strength that's necessary to be successful in this Vratavir. Jai 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 Devi Jagadamba Jai 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 Devi Jagadamba Jai 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 Devi Jagadamba Jagadamba Jai Jai Devi Jagadamba Jai Jai Devi Jagadamba Jai Jai Devi Jagadamba Mangala Karani He Jagat Janani Mangala Karani He Jagat Janani जगदम्बा
हे माता देवी जगदम्बा जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा
मंगल करणी हे जग जननी
मंगल करणी हे जग जननी
जय जय
देवी जगदम्बा
जय जय
देवी जगदम्बा
आदिशक्ति अखिलांडमयी शक्तिमयी आनंदमयी आदिशक्ति अखिलांडमयी शक्तिमयी आनंदमयी शुभ देवा देवी जगदम्बा शुभ देवा
देवी जगदम्बा जय जय देवी जगदम्बा जय 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 देवी जगदम्बा
जय जय जय
देवी जगदम्बा
मंगल करणी हे जग जननी
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 जय जय देवी जगदम्बा
जय 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 देवी जगदम्बा
ज्ञान शक्ति दे ज्ञानमयी प्रेममयी कल्याणमयी
ज्ञान शक्ति दे ज्ञानमयी प्रेममयी कल्याणमयी
ओ ज्ञान शक्ति दे ज्ञानमयी प्रेममयी कल्याणमयी
ज्ञान शक्ति ज्ञानमयी प्रेममयी कल्याणमयी
शुभ देवा देवी जगदम्बा
हे माता देवी जगदम्बा
जय जय
देवी जगदम्बा
जय जय
देवी जगदम्बा
आदिशक्ति अखिलांडमयी शक्तिमयी आनंदमयी आदिशक्ति अखिलांडमयी शक्तिमयी आनंदमयी शुभ देवा देवी जगदम्बा शुभ देवा
देवी
सबो जय 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 देवी जगदम्बा जय जय जय
देवी जगदम्बा
जय जय
देवी जगदम्बा
मंगल करणी हे जग जननी
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 देवी जगदम्बा
जय 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 देवी जगदम्बा जय 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 देवी जगदम्बा जय जय देवी जगदम्बा
जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जननी जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जननी जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जननी जागो जागो माँ
जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ
हे गौरी देवी हे चंडी देवी हे गौरी देवी हे चंडी देवी हे शिव रमन जागो मां हे शिव रमन जागो मां हे शिव रमन जागो मां जगत उद्धारिणी माता दुर्गे जगत उद्धारिणी माता जगत उद्धारिणी माता दुर्गे जगत उद्धारिणी माता जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जननी
जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जननी
जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जननी
जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जननी
हे गौरी देवी हे चंडी देवी हे गौरी हे लक्ष्मी देवी हे शिव रमन जागो माँ हे शिव रमन जागो माँ जागो जगत उद्धारिणी माता जगत उद्धारिणी माता दुर्गे जगत उद्धारिणी माता जगत उद्धारिणी माता दुर्गे जगत उद्धारिणी माता जय 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 देवी जगदम्ब जय जय जय
देवी जगदम्ब
जय 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 देवी जगदम्ब
जय 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 देवी जगदम्ब
जय जय देवी जगदम्ब
जय 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 देवी जगदम्ब
जय 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 बोलो श्री नौ दुर्गा देवी माता with all the amount of pump and energy and vibration we welcome the Divine Mother and we begin our puja. And just as we have done for so many times before, we continue to do and we continue to offer. Vyasa ji ne kaha, the Hirajan. Vyasa ji is telling, tu janmi jaye. पहले दिन का उत्तम विधि से किया गया पूजन मनुष्यों के अभिलाषा पूरी करने वाला होता है. On the first day, उत्तम विधि से किया गया पूजन. उत्तम विधि meaning with the highest amount of dedication, with the best possible way that you can, you perform this puja. Manusha Abhilasha. Of course, Abhilasha meaning the desires that you would want to have fulfilled by the Divine Mother. You keep that in your mind and you perform puja to the best of your ability. Navratri में प्रतिदिन त्रिकाल पूजन करना चाहिए. And for those who will be performing, if you're doing yajna or anything like that, Trikala puja, I told you before, right? When you're doing yajna, 3 times for the day, you're supposed to do havan, you're supposed to do japamala and all of those things. You have to maintain this deity when you put them to sit down here. You can't abandon them and you fixing up your business and you eating 3-4 times for the day and them starving here and I can't walk like that. You can't invite guests to your home and then you go away and see about your business, you leave them alone. It doesn't work like that. Same thing. Trikal puja you must do. Morning sandhya, lunchtime sandhya, evening sandhya. To do havan, take all of the names, take Divine Mother's name, you offer samagri, and of course you do japa. Trikal pujan karna chahiye, to, well, इन दिनों भूमि शन और नव कन्या के पूजन का विधान है. In these days, of lately within recent times, bhumishan meaning you sleep on the ground. You abandon all comforts and luxuries. So you're sleeping in no air condition and nice, what do you call it, quilt and blanket and all of that. We're not living in the snow, but we want the snow-like conditions. So the air condition on 17 degrees, and you wrap up in a thick blanket like if you is an Eskimo, and you want to sleep till hold it, blackout curtain, better you don't build no window, just put bricks right around, you'll save some money on curtain, right? And you paint a square in the wall, and you make it look like a curtain. Yeah, you don't have to worry, We have a specialist painter this Mandir here, see all this fancy design, I go tell him, come, you go paint up your room and thing, and you'll get a design like this, so you don't have to worry about buying dark out curtain, we dark out the whole room and you go to go. You sleep well, whole day we sleeping. Bat syndrome they call it, sleeping in the day and waking in the night. Yeah? That's how the new generation do that. I feel some of the older generation do the same thing too. Yeah. Like that. So, Bhumi Shan, you have to give up luxury. If you're fasting, fasting is more than just not consuming or being vegetarian, more than just giving up alcohol and meat and all of those things. It's bigger than that. Giving up things that you eat and drink is just abstinence. That's not fasting. You're not doing anything. Because if you give up all of that, but you're eating a whole bunch of fig, when you're fasting, your belly more full than if you're eating normal. Fasting is a sacrifice. And fasting requires, it's a more mental than physical. You have to give up the things that you like. So we don't eat and drink nothing, so we fasting all the time then. That's not fasting. Fasting is giving up the things like you like. So if you're fasting, you can't be smoking, you are fasting. You can't be drinking no cokes, you are fasting. You have to give up that. All soft drink have to give up. All snacks, see that bag of snacks there? You could only get that after Navratri, not no. So you're fasting, so you have to, what kind of temptation is that to tie that bag of snacks and then try not to see that every day? That's torture, Yeah, see, fasting, if there's no pain, there's no fasting. You must go through some pain. Otherwise, there's no fasting at all. What are you doing? It's giving up the things that you are addicted to in this world. Only then it becomes fasting. But it's more than just giving up. If you give up and you don't replace it with something, you create a void. And as long as there's a void or a space, you're leaving room for anything else to enter. So when you give up something negative, you must inculcate something positive. Therefore, you leave no room for any of that grieving and that longing and that thirst, as it were. So you must replace that, and that time must be occupied productively in order to be able to accrue the blessings that is given in this Kathaya. So when you do like that, we have also performing Now Kanyao Ki Puja. Puja for Now Kanya. And of course, Devi Bhagavat says, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. From 2 years old to 10 years old. Each day, you start the first day with 1, then next day, both of them, then 1, 2, 3 on the third day, and every day you're adding 1. And the 10th one comes in, the 9th one comes in on the last day. So of course the smallest one have to fast for the longest. Well, all of them have to be fasting same amount of time. But the smallest one gets puja. Every day you're adding another one until you get that 9. And each one of them has a name, and each one of them has a blessing. Of course, you must understand what is a Kanya. Kanya Kumari Puja. What is Kanya? You have heard Kanya Dan? Well, she made an attempt, so she can get extra prasad tonight. Kanya means that child, girl child, that has not yet entered the stage of puberty. That is what Kanya is. Scientifically, if you want an explanation, so I don't think I need to read and spell for you, right? You can understand that. If once the child enters the stage of puberty, you're no longer Kanya anymore, therefore you'll not be allowed to participate in this puja. So you have to be very careful. As a matter of fact, there's a whole chapter dedicated to how you select these girls, and in Trinidad we don't have a choice because the people hardly making children. We have to import children from outside of the village. You get any 9 in the village, you're lucky still, boy. If you go to Gopie Trace, you do, In the whole village, 100 and plus house, you must only have less than 10 children. I'm telling you, and just now it might have about 5 only, if so much. It don't have any. And slowly it's becoming like that. Less and less children are being born. So to perform this puja is going to be increasingly more difficult. But we do the best that we can do with the time that is given to us. So, scripture is telling that Dukh Daridra Nivash ke liye कुमारी का पूजा करनी चाहिए. We perform puja to one of the devis that goes by the name of Kumarika. Kumari puja, and what do we ask? What blessing will we get? Dukh or Daridra Nivasha. Nivasha means the destruction or the removal from our life. Two things, Dukh and Daridra, misery and poverty. If you want to remove misery and poverty, but that must be everybody. All of us have some degree of misery and poverty in our life. Poverty doesn't only mean money, Some people are very, very well off materially, but spiritually they're very poor, Vagrant poor. Trishanku. Vishwamitra. What happened when he meet the Trishanku? So some people might be materially rich but spiritually poor. So poverty is not really a construct. There are many different types of poverty. Okay, I can't go too deep into that because then we have geographic poverty. So it's just not physical poverty, but we have poverty that relates to educational poverty, geographic poverty, mamata poverty, those who are lacking the love of parents and all of those things. There's all different kind of poverty. Educational poverty. Poverty is many different constructs. You have social poverty, those people who are deprived of the ability to socialize, young children would socialize with other people and have that to learn what is proper socialization. You have geographic poverty, meaning access to resources. So those people in the town centers will have greater access to resources than those people in the rural area. That's called geographic poverty. So there are many different types of poverty. So it's not just, well, I have no money and I'm poor. No, that's not what we're talking about. That's just only one. So there are many types. I can't go into all of the details and break it down for you, but then we'll have more things to discuss, not enough time. जिसे धन्य दान्य के इच्छा हो उसे त्रिमूर्ति का. When we worship the Devi that comes to us in the form of Trimurti, iksha se, the desire will get dhan and dhanya. What is dhan and dhanya? Almost the only thing that separates them is one akar. One is wealth and the other is dhanya. Well, not dhan. Say D-H-A-N and D-H-A-A-N. Dhan. So of course, you will be blessed. In this context you're talking about here, one is wealth, money type of wealth, riches, and one is food, riches you're talking about. So your pantry will never run dry. You'll always have food to eat. You'll always have blessed with grains and all. And then you have dhan, of money kind of wealth. So two different kind of wealth. Yeah, well, pantry meaning your kitchen cupboard now. You'll never, that's called pantry, right? You'll never run out of grains and food and all of those things. So that's why when we're doing Lakshmi Puja, there's Dhana Lakshmi and there's Dhanya Lakshmi. In the Parai, where the diya is there, you don't use normal rice. You just use, how you just call that rice? Rice with the husk on it. Have a name for that. Everybody know that one. Why, you know why we just put it there? Dhanya Lakshmi, the prosperity. Lakshmi Mata that is the giver of wealth, right? But how many different type of wealth are we talking about there? The Ashta Lakshmi, 8 forms of wealth. So 8 forms of poverty and the 8 forms of wealth also. I can't tell you everything in one time. You won't come back from me to tell you anything else again. I have to keep some of this stuff. So that's why you put that diya on top of that there and you light that diya, so like that. Then, Vidya प्राप्त करने के लिए Kalyani. The Devi, whose name is Kalyani. If you want Vidya Prapta. What is Vidya? Vidya is knowledge. There are many types of knowledge. A lot of people have the misconception that when they do Saraswati Puja, she'll bless you with academic knowledge. Devi Saraswati has nothing to do with academic knowledge. That is a grave misconception. Devi Lakshmi, Devi Saraswati. Knowledge that she blesses you with. Vijnana. Knowledge that takes you from this realm to a different realm. You get a spiritual knowledge. Ni science, not the normal science. Of course, you'll get material knowledge. Any deity can give you material knowledge. You pray to anyone and you get Lord Shiva, Hanuman, everybody can give you knowledge. But Devi Saraswati specifically, oh, goddess of knowledge, yes. Goddess of knowledge, yes, but what kind of knowledge? Highest form of knowledge you're talking about here. Different kind of knowledge. Kalyani Devi, for your welfare, she'll bless you with all forms of knowledge that you so desire. Rog Nash ke liye Rohini. So we worship one of the Devis by the name of Rohini, and she will, blessings that you will get from worshipping her, you'll, what is called? Rog Nasha. What is rog? So, you know, the purpose of this human body is to become a yogi, right? That's it. We first become a yogi. Yogi means that enlightened one that will be able to get liberation. But most of us don't live the life to become a yogi. We live a bhogi life. And from bhogi, what do you get? Rogi. You will not get yogi. So you have bhogi. Bhogi means, you know the bhogi? A bhogi is on a seafood diet. You only live in to eat. Anything you see, you eat in. They call it seafood diet. Anything you see, you want to eat. So if you're supposed to eat to live, right? But if you live in to eat, then you will become bhogi. And from bhogi, you end up a rogi. Rogi means diseases. And there are many types of diseases. Your physical disease that afflicts the body. You have mental diseases that afflicts the mind. And of course, you have spiritual diseases as well. That affects the Atman or the soul. Adi Bhaudik, Adi Daivik, and Adi Atmik. No, that's a whole katha by itself, so I'll just tell you about it. But to get to know more about that, there's a whole different discourse. But to remove diseases, and remember diseases come in different forms, right? And mental disease and physical disease and all of these things. We perform this puja. All this is blessings that you'll get in an Navratri period by worshipping the Divine Mother. Tatha Shatru Nash ke liye Kalika Devi. So you worship the Divine Mother in the form of Kalika. And what do you get? You get the destruction of Jai Devi Mahakali Re, Jai Devi Mahakali Re, Jai Devi Mahakali Re, Jai Devi Mahakali Re, Mahakali Re, Jai Devi 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 Mahakali Re. Adi Shakti Ma Jagati Janani Ranchandi Mahakali Re. Adi Shakti Ma Jagati Janani Ranchandi Mahakali Re. Jai Devi Mahakali Re. Jai Devi Mahakali Re. Jai Devi Mahakali Re. Jai Devi Mahakali Re. Brahma Vishnu Shiva Swarupini Tu Hi Ma Vardayini Re. Brahma Vishnu Shiva Swarupini Tu Hi Ma Vardayini मुंदमाल तप्पर कर धारिणी ज्वालामुखी विकरालिनी रे ज्वालामुखी विकरालिनी रे ओ मुंदमाल तप्पर कर धारिणी ज्वालामुखी विकरालिनी रे मुंदमाल तप्पर कर धारिणी ज्वालामुखी जय देवी महाकाली रे जय देवी महाकाली रे
जय देवी महाकाली रे जय देवी महाकाली रे
दुखहरणी दुष्ट करणी माँ शरणागत प्रतिपालिनी रे
शरणागत प्रतिपालिनी रे
ओ दुखहरणी दुष्ट करणी माँ शरणागत प्रतिपालिनी रे
शरणागत प्रतिपालिनी रे
दुखहरणी दुष्ट करणी माँ शरणागत प्रतिपालिनी रे दुखहरणी दुष्ट करणी माँ शरणागत प्रतिपालिनी रे जय देवी महाकाली रे जय देवी महाकाली रे
जय देवी महाकाली रे जय देवी महाकाली रे
जय देवी महाकाली रे जय देवी महाकाली रे
जय देवी महाकाली रे जय देवी महाकाली रे
आदिशक्ति माँ जग की जननी रंजनी महाकाली रे
आदिशक्ति माँ जगते जननी रणचंडी महाकाली रे
आदिशक्ति माँ जग की जननी रंजनी महाकाली रे
आदिशक्ति माँ जगते जननी रणचंडी महाकाली
जय देवी महाकाली रे जय देवी महाकाली रे
जय देवी महाकाली रे जय देवी महाकाली रे
जय माँ जय माँ So if we want the destruction of enemies, enemies of course, meaning those who would want to wish us harm in any way, physically, mentally, otherwise, we worship the Divine Mother Mahakali. We now start our boys, right? About 10 of them we singing for 2 hours straight. I only sing no one remember headpiece ever only book never what. Artists go for 1 hour only straight only. You won't find that in no book no. That's one we make out. Vidya Prapase. Shatru Nashase. The Divine Mother protects her devotees against all forms of enemies. Whether those enemies are internal or external, first you must understand. Don't look for enemies outside only. First you look in the mirror and see if the enemy watching you. Deal that enemy first. It's an internal enemy. We are our best friend and we are our worst enemy. Udharit atma na atmanam avasade atma ripuratmano bandhur atma ripuratmana. Bhagavad Gita 6, chapter 6, verse 5, I think it is. The Bhagavan says, you lift yourself by yourself and you lower yourself by yourself because you are your best friend and you also your worst enemy. So when we're asking the mother, most people are going to pray, right? They never pray in their life, but they offering dar more than anybody else. I never. They know who God is. All of a sudden they find God. You know why? Because God, have a problem and I want you to lick up that fella for me and I must get what I want. And you really think you could fool God? You didn't have time with God all the time and all of a sudden you start to pray. God looked like he born yesterday. Or they pull it all over here. And you're only praying because you want to destroy somebody else or you want to have victory over somebody else at somebody else's expenses. You want to prosper. It doesn't work like that. God knows who's genuine and not genuine. So first, destroy the enemy within me because I'm on my worst enemy. And then we'll deal with the enemies outside. If we all focus like that, we'll have no problems in this world. Now, Aishwarya Prapta Atva Raj Samman Hetu Kramshaha Chandika. When we worship Devi Chandika, what blessings do we get? Aishwarya Prapti or Raj Samman Hetu. Aishwarya Prapti means wealth, prosperity. Aishwarya. Or Raj Saman meaning royal honor. To be treated as a king or a royalty wherever you go. We worship Divine Mother Chandika. Sri Chandika Dibhyai Namaha. Atva Sambhavi. Ye Pujan ka Vidan hai. Sambhavi also. Both of them will give you that blessing. Parlok Sukh Prapt ke liye. Oh, if you want Parlok Sukh Prapti, if you want that. Happiness, where? Paralok se. If you want happiness in the hereafter, then you must worship Devi Durga. Om Durge Durga Vinashini Maya Hari Mata Bhayharini Kamakshi Girija Uma Bhagavati Bhageshwari Yogini Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadra Kali Kapalini Durga Kshama Shiva Dhatri Swaha Swadhanamo Astute Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. You all know that mantra? You know what it means? Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadra Kali Kaphalini Durga Kshama Shiva Dhatri Swaha Swadha Namo Astute. Nothing belongs to me, everything belongs to you. That is Namo Astute, not mine. Astute only. Everything belongs to the divine. But Jayanti, wherever the Divine Mother Devi Durga is, Jayanti means victory. Victory is always there. As long as she's on your side, you'll be victorious. Mangala, auspiciousness. Wherever she is, that place will be forever auspicious. Kali, of course, Kali meaning time. Kal is time, Kali, dark one. Mahakali, we just sing Jai Devi Mahakali. It's the Mahakal, the very construct of time. To explain Kali, that's a whole night by itself. So I'll just give you that little thing. Bhadrakali, most beautiful form that you could think about. Beauty is always there. Bhadrakali is a, we can't, I don't have the words to explain because it's beyond our imagination to even construct what that beauty is. Kapalini, Munnamala Kappar Karadharini Jwala Mukhi Vikralini de. That's the second verse. Munnamal, mala of skulls. Kappar Dharini. What is Kappar? You just have one, you have a skull in your hand, so outside is a bowl. It has some, remember I told you for Navratri, when we finish on the Trayodasi, Teri Chaturdashi, when we finish the day after, there are certain sects of people who perform what is called Shiv Kappar Puja. But you have to get a special skull, it's not an ordinary skull, you know, you have to know. I got to tell you, don't want to kill you, and they have to know. I have to tell you, where to go, which grave to dig up, what time to go now. You get the skull, and then I go tell you what kind of puja you could do. And if you don't believe me, like Baba, they laugh, and he know what I'm talking about. Called Shiv Kappar Puja. But that I make fun of anybody. You know, when you see a dig up inside, and if you know what you're doing there, you remain inside, and you already don't fall back on top of you, you stay right there. You can't take out that skull just so. That is a serious thing. Now, if I hear a long time, they say that bury some people, when you cremate some people, turn them upside down. Yes, that is a serious thing. If I go to tell all that you can't sleep, but you're singing it all the time, right? Munnamal Kappar Dharini Jwalamukhi. What is Jwalamukhi? Jwala is Jwala ki chunari, Jwala ki. You know that? When you see the wedding going on and the cotton tune going on, the mic crank up down, everybody start to cry. Jwala ki chunari, Jwala ki. बहने के चल दी खुद भर बोली चली ससुराल बोली. And that, you know that's a funeral song, right? All you know that? Oh, that's what that was a wedding song. Oh shucks. Well, I'm like, that what did I cry for? You know what? You know what that song is? When you see that same Tulsi plant there? Before that Tulsi plant became Tulsi plant, it was Vrinda. And her husband was Jalandhar. And when Bhagavan Vishnu together with Bhagavan Shiva conspired in order to destroy Jalandhar because they couldn't touch him at all, Vrinda held the head of Jalandhar in her hands like that, husband, and she said, listen, if I am pure in thought, word and deed, then this body must burn. And while the body is burning, Lakshmi Mata is crying. All the Devis come on the Devatas and they're crying. Jwala ki chunri. The whole body is burning. Like that. And Lord Vishnu took the ashes and he smeared it on his body. And he gave that blessing that from the ashes that Tulsi plant came. And he made that Shaligram stone and he says, in the month of Kartik on the Purnima Tithi, you must perform Shaligram or Tulsi Vivaha Puja. But we cut in tune for wedding, everybody crying too bad when I say, Bol chali sasural, you're going by your in-laws self. But in the Paralok ke prapt in-laws you're going by, not this one here. Yeah. Oh, love it. Back to the Katha, the subject matter here now, otherwise we're going a different look there now. So, Devi Durga, we perform her Jayanti, Mangala, Kali, Bhadrakali, Kaphalini, Durga, most compassionate, most loving, Kshama, most forgiving, Shiva. See now, you see where the word comes in? Shiva. And when we sing in, what are we to sing? I say, okay, sing for Lord Shivanand. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Pahima. Wrong. Shiva. If you have that A, must be half of an A. If you can't say it, the word is S-H-I-V. How do you pronounce that? Huh? Say again? Are you sure? So how come I say Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya? Namah Shivaya Shanda. Shivaya is Parvati. Shivaya is not Lord Shiva. Namah Shivaya. Say it again. Shiva. Huh? I didn't hear you. Shiva. Yeah. Yeah. Like you get a cough in your belly. Shiva. Yeah. Not an ah. No ah there at all. Make sure pronounce properly. Otherwise, you will not get blessings. You have to pronounce properly. See, so Durga, Kshama, Shiva. Anything with a long A is feminine gender. Krishna or Krishan, not Krishna. Krishna is feminine gender. You're talking to the mother. You're not talking about Bhagavan Krishna. So you have to be very, very careful. And the village is Trinidad, so it is. Bow by Haranam and Vadanam. So we have to learn the proper thing. How long we'll keep saying the wrong thing? Part of Katha is to teach you the right thing, right? So, Durga, Kshama, Shiva, Swaha, Swadha, Namo Astute. Devi is Swaha Devi and Swadha Devi also. When we say, if you doing that, you're doing Havan, if you don't say Swaha, get no blessing, right? You have to invoke the form of the Devi, Swaha Devi, who will take the offering from Agni and take it to Devaloka. And Pitripaksh just went, and when somebody passed away, and you're doing same Havan, but it's Swadha. That Devi takes the Samagri to Pitraloka. So it's two forms of the Devi, one transports to Devaloka and one transports to Pitriloka. So you have to pronounce, and you have to say it. I know no extension cord, how many people will be doing it. That don't work, that's how we operate extension cord. You have 10 people touching hand there, right? The first 3 people are saying Swaha, Swaha, and the next one behind you saying Aha, Aha. What come to the people behind? What them go get behind? The cord short enough so they can't get to say Swaha, Aha, Aha. See, they'll get nothing. You have to make sure and say, if you don't say, you don't get. Understand? Samjhe? Sadhu? How are we going there? Hari. So, Durga Devi, we have to do that. Puja parlok ke prap. If you want happiness, not just in this world, but when we leave this world, she blesses us. Aur मनोवांछित प्राप्ति के लिए सुभद्रा का पूजन. One Devi by the name of Subhadra, when we perform her puja, what do we get? Manovanchit Prapti se. All of the desires that emanate from our mind, the things that we would want to wish for ourselves, and the desires that we have to fulfill in this world. I would like this, I want to have that, I want to, all of these things. All of the desires that are born from within us is called Manovanchit. Mana in the mind, Vanchit se, the desires that are born from our mind. It is fulfilled by the worshipping of Subhadra Devi. And if you want to know, it says here, Is vrat ke mahat isi se siddh hai कि श्री राम ने इस व्रत द्वारा भगवती का प्रसन्न कर अपने सोए हुए पत्नी सीता के वापस पा लिया था. Even Bhagavan Rama, before he went to Lanka, खोई let me make sure अपनी खोई हुए to be returned. So Bhagavan Rama, before he performed that 3 days fast across the ocean, he was asking everybody, what do we do? Jamavant, how do we cross this ocean? What do we do? Look at this vast ocean, 800 plus miles. How are we going to be able to do this, perform this task? Narad Muni visited Bhagavan Ram when no one else was there. He says, so when Narad Muni came, Bhagavan gave him a beautiful seat to sit on, just like what we did with these children here. Washed his feet and performed puja for him, and then said, Bhagavan, what problem you having? He said, well, what am I going to do? I have to go get Devi's seat, I have this whole army there. How am I going to accomplish this thing? And Narad Muni told him, listen, if you want success, you must do this Navratri Vrat. So Bhagwan Ram with his own hands, and Narad Muni being the Pundit, advised him. He made the murti. He performed the puja. Before they even start build the bridge, he performed this Navratri Vrat. And on the, I'll skip 2 pages to tell you this part, because we're out of time. नारद जी के बात सुनकर श्री राम ने पूर्ण निष्ठा के साथ अश्विन मास से नवरात्रि व्रत का अनुष्ठान किया। फल स्वरूप अष्टमी की रात्रि को दुर्गा ने श्री राम को साक्षात दर्शन देकर उन्हें रावण का मारना का वरदान किया। On the 10th day, after this is called the Dashmi or the Dasmi, Vijay Dasmi. On the 9th night when Bhagwan Ram was performing the last night of worship, he wanted to offer to the Divine Mother 108 blue lotus flowers to the Divine Mother. And in order to do that, well, of course, first you have to have it. You can't offer what you don't have. So, when Bhagwan Ram have problem, who it is called? Huh? When we have problem, who it is called? Bhagwan, huh? Data ekaram bikari sari dunya. But when Bhagwan have problem, who he calling? Well, he ain't called, he don't do any puja already, right? But in order to get this blue lotus flower, called Hanuman. Hanuman had to go in a whole different lok to find this thing. He had to fight a whole war to be, in order to, because in this particular Sarovar, where the flower, they had security guard, he couldn't get it just so. Hanumanji was able to acquire this 108 flowers and bring it lotus. And on the last night, the 9th night, Bhagwan Ram is offering, taking 108 names of Devi Durga, and he's offering one flower. And when he reached 107, and he dip in the basket, so no more flowers. So he said, Hanuman, we one shot. Hanuman said, not. Sure we have one shot, and you 108, I bring 108. He said, well, one missing. What we going to do? Kshanamatra, Hanuman disappears. Goes back, no more flowers. Come back, he said, not, we have a problem. He had no flowers, he have a bud self. What are we going to do? Bhagwan Ram closes his eyes and he visualizes upon the Divine Mother. He says, Lakshman, Ban, took an arrow from the quiver. And as he was about to pluck out his eye, brilliant light shone from the Murti. And he didn't have no dirt Murti again, the lions are raw. If that lions are raw, they will bow their head, what are they going to do next? The kind of speed will come out from inside of it, Bhagwan Ram, one of his name is, he is known as Neel Kamal Netra. The blue lotus-eyed one. So he remembered, oh, I am Neel Kamal Netra. I had two, I have an extra one. So he's going to take out one of his eye to offer. That's the kind of extent of the intensity of the devotion. When it, you know what Shraddhalu Bhakt, I ask you if you know what Shraddhalu Bhakt is? That is Shraddhalu Bhakt. He'll not get up from there until that puja is complete. And the Divine Mother, when the lion roared and come out, she, holy hand. Tatavats, the flowers appear. Don't blame Hanuman. He really bring the 108. I take one. I wanted to test that devotion to see if you're genuine. Vijay Dasmi, from tomorrow you start. You go on, you build that bridge. And definitely, Devi Sita Vapas, you will get victory. Before you even build the bridge, got victory because he performed puja to the Divine Mother. Bolo Sri Na Durga Devi Mata Ki Jai. So, how quickly time disappears. We are out of time, and I want to invite you now to please stand. We'll have Aarti and closing. वाजं च वर्ति संयुक्तं महिनायोजितं मया दीपं गृहाण देवेश त्रैलोक्य तिमिरापः तुमको 20 दिन ध्यावत हरि ब्रह्मा शिवरी जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी ओ मैया जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी मांग सिंदूर विराजत ईको मृग मद को
मांग सिंदूर विराजत
ईको मृग मद को उज्ज्वल से दो नैना
उज्ज्वल से दो नैना
अरे चंद्र वदनी को सबो जय अम्बे गौरी मैया
जय श्यामा गौरी
ओ मैया जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा
गौरी
कनक समान कलेवर रत्नांबर राजे
गगन सवार कलेवर
रत्नांबर राजे रक्त पुष्प गलमाला
रक्त पुष्प गलमाला
अरे कंकन पर सजे हो मैया जय अम्बे गौरी मैया
जय श्यामा गौरी
सबो
जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी
के हरि वाहन राजत रथ खप्पर धरी
हे हरि वाहन राजत खड्ग कपरधारी
सुर नर मुनि जन सेवत
सुर नर मुनि जन सेवत
आरती के दुख हरी हो मैया
जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी
हो मैया
जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी
पनन कुंडल शोभित नासाग्रे मोती आनंद कुंडल शोभित नासाग्रे मोती कोटिक चंद्र दिवाकर
कोटिक चंद्र दिवाकर
अर राजत समझोती हो मैया
जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी
शुंभ निशुंभ विधारे महिषासुर गति
शुंभ निशुंभ विदारे महिषासुर गाती
धूम्र विलोचन नैना
धूम्र विलोचन नैना
हरि निश दिन मधमाती सबो
जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी
चंद मुंड संहारो शोणित बीज हरे
चंद मुंड संहारे शोणित बीज हरे
मधु कह तब दो मारे
मधु कह तब दो मारे
अरे सुर बेहीन करे हो मैया जय अम्बे गौरी
गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी
ब्रह्माणी रुद्राणी तुम कमला रानी
ब्रह्मा
अगम निगम भक्तानि
अगम निगम भक्तानि
अरे तुम शिव पत्रहनि हो मैया जय अम्बे गौरी
मैया जय श्यामा गौरी जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी
64 योगिनी गावत नृत्य करत भयो
64 योग निगावत नृत्य करत भैरो
बाजत ताल मृदंगा
बाजत ताल मृदंगा
और बाजत डमरू सब
अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी
ओ मैया
जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी
श्री अम्बे की आरती जो कोई नर गावे
श्री अम्बे जी की आरती जो कोई नर गावे
कहत शिवानंद स्वामी
कहत शिवानंद स्वामी
मनवांचित फल पावे हो मैया जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी सब जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी हो 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 मैया ओ श्री गौरी माता की जय। ओम जय त्वं देवी चामुंडे जय भूतार्तिहारिणी जय सर्वगते देवी कालरात्रि नमोऽस्तुते to the Divine Mother. As we continue these few days of devotions unto her lotus-like feet, we pray and we ask her blessings to protect all of her devotees. The world is crying, O Ma, Mother Earth, Mother Environment, and Devi that presides over all things in this Maya, in this Devi Dham. Please protect your children and bless them. Protect them from all forms of harm, sickness, and suffering. We worship unto your lotus-like feet, O Ma. Guide our paths, guide our thoughts. Help us so that we may be able to become the best versions of ourselves that we can be. And in the time that is afforded to us, paraloka ke sukh prapti hai. Help us so that we may also find happiness and peace in the hereafter. Oh, Karacharanam kritam va Kayajam karmajam va Shravananainajam va Manasam va paradam Vihitam avihitam va Sarvametakshmasva Jai Jai Karunabde Sri Mahadev Shambho Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktihinam Janardanam Yat Pujitam Maya Deva Paripurnam Tadvastvame Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva bandhuscha saka Tvameva Tvameva vidya dravinam Tvameva Tvameva sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. प्रेम से ना दुर्गा देवी माता की, प्रभु रामचंद्र की, वृंदावन कृष्ण चंद्र की, श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की, नव पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव। सबको जय 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 जय। अपने आसन लीजिए। आरती will receive, prasadam will receive, bhojan as usual you will receive. Have a safe journey home, and we will continue on Friday, but you will have to visit us at the Sadhu Mandir here.